Hey, last week I got to go to Coldplay in Seattle, and I couldn't bring my big camera, so instead I just used my camera phone, set the settings right, and used AI to improve the photo so I could blow it up to 15 inches by 30 inches. And here's the result. This is Chris Martin from Coldplay singing in Seattle last week.
It was really cool. We were probably about 30 feet from the fence, and I was practicing setting my exposures. I had found that if I had the shutter speed at 1/250th, that they generally turned out pretty good. And I kind of waited for the lighting to be right where the spotlight was on um, the lead singer, and I would just really focus on getting the the focus correct on him, but also making sure my shutter speed was high because um, if you just leave it on auto, it's going to shoot at like 1/5 of a second or 1/15th of a second at this light, and it's just not going to turn out good because it's going to try to expose for the entire stadium, and it's dark. the The focus needs to be on the actual the singer here that we're looking for. Anyway, so you can see that it put it at ISO 320. Actually, that was me doing that. Um, the f stop is at 1.9, and this is on a let's see what it is. It's a OnePlus 9. Anyway, it got a Hasselblad camera in it, but it's just a camera phone. And I made it sure to shoot in RAW, so you'll notice that this is a .dng. If we zoom in, he's got a fun expression. He's got a guitar out. He's just happy and smiling, giving a good show to the crowd. And it's a little bit pixelated if you zoom in. And I'm really curious if we print this, what it's going to turn out to be. So first, I played around with the exposure and dehaze and clarity, and I got the picture as good as I could. I've got probably more people and a bunch of black up here than I need, and I kind of want to print this at a 2:1 ratio. So I went ahead and opened this in Camera Raw, and you got a little sneak peek right there. I want to open this in Camera Raw, set it to crop at a 2:1 ratio, and then when I export it as a JPEG, but I set the quality to high. So you can see that the resolution is not like crazy. And then I opened it in this Topaz AI 2.0.2 program that I just bought this weekend. And I let it just do its thing. I told it to upscale. It automatically chose remove noise and recover faces. And here's the before. It's kind of pixelated. And here's the after. It kind of is a lot smoother. Skin tone is smooth. You can see the muscles really good. You can see it over here already. But this is a pretty cool feature. So this is at 400% zoom. So let's go ahead and save this image. And it's going to change it from a 3.6 megabyte to roughly 1.6 megabyte. That doesn't sound right, but let's just see what it does. So we zoom in, and that looks pretty dang good. So this is just with my phone. At the concert, like I said, probably like 50 feet, maybe 70 feet from him. And let's see what happens when we print this thing.
The detail, just looking at this, I mean, you can see that microphone going. It just looks like it's going to be great. We're starting to get stuff coming out the end, so I'll be able to take a peek at that. There he comes. Let's do our singer. While we're waiting on that, check out this guy. Detail on him. Pretty great. You can see the wristbands that light up that we had. Let's see how this is doing. The blacks don't even really come out on the video. Oh, you can get it a little bit better there. I mean, it's just got to get the exposure right, I guess. But the blacks on this are really dark. That really contrasty. I like it. The paper itself looks really nice. Oh man, you can see all these people with their wristbands in different colors. This just reminds me of being there for real. I think Jen's gonna like this. Different wristbands we got. Alright, here we go. Look at that. He looks fantastic. I think Jen's really gonna like this picture. This is just from my phone. From like 70 feet away. I am just impressed with this camera on this phone and my RedRiver paper that I got here. Here we go. We got the Ultra Pro Satin 4.0, 68 pounds, 17 inches by 100 foot, 3-core roll. And oh yeah, print big. I wish I could print this even bigger, but I don't have this type of paper any bigger right now. Let's get this sent down so we can peek at it. Look at that guy. Let's look at his shoes. That's just great. And, I mean, here's my hand for comparison. $17 by 33. I love printing big. Uh-oh. So, I just learned that this scratches. Check this out. It just scratches right off. That's not good. So, the moral of the story is take good care when it drops to not let it scratch that ink before it dries, because that ink is not dry. I'm going to have to reprint this. But holy cow, look at that. I need to get a frame for this. I need to get a frame for Jen. But I need a new print that doesn't have scratches. Gotta learn from my mistakes.